Welcome back. I call this deck Cyberchar Chaos Grave Control. It comprises 59 cards in total, for we dig through most of it, with several applications of Cyberchar, Morphing Jar or Magical Merchant. The MVP of this deck is Cyberchar, with whom both players excavate the top 5 cards from their respective deck. Add all excavated spells and traps to their hand, and special summon all monsters in either face-up attack or face-down defense position. Cyberchar speeds up the pace of the duel by a long shot. We can search for it with Sangan. The Dark Recruiter Mystic Tomato can either fetch a Sangan from our deck or special summon Cyberchar into face-up attack position. The latter choice is only useful if we have either Tsukuyomi or Book of Moonlife in order to flip Cyberchar face down after its summon via Mystic Tomato. To make Cyberchar even more accessible from our deck, we may suicide attack with any of our monsters into a hostile monster with more attack points and thereby trigger Last Will. That lets us special summon Sangan or again Cyberchar itself, if we can book it thereafter, straight from our deck. Yet another way we may access Cyberchar by emitting it from our deck with, for example, Magical Merchant. That mills cards from our deck until we excavate a spell or trap that we add to our hands, and then revive it into face-down defense position with the Shallow Grave or Spear Cretin. Both let each player revive one monster from their respective graveyards into face-down defense position, or with Spear Cretin also in face-up attack position, if we or the opponent so desire. Alternatively, we can fetch a Cyberchar from our grave with Monster Reincarnation, by the cost of a discard. Then I play one Morphing Jar, three Magician of Faith, and 2 copies of Night Assailant, who also synergize perfectly with Tsukuyomi, Book of Moon, the Shallow Grave, or with Spear Cretin. The biggest threat for any of our jars, or flip effect monsters in general, is a hostile Nobleman of Crossout. My Body as a Shield hard counters Nobleman of Crossout by paying 1500 life points. Another threat is in general that the opponent tries to remove our Cyberchar, now grave, from play onto the banish pile. Kycoo hard counters this threat as long as he's on our side of the field. If it has already happened, we may utilize Dimension Fusion to bring back, among other things, our Cyberchar from the banish pile. Dimension Fusion benefits from the summon of Chaos Sorcerer, played at 3 copies, or play Cluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. This deck, with the greatest of ease, assembles monster cards en masse in our grave, with the likes of Cyberchar, Morphing Jar, and Magical Merchant, and out of the cards that let us reuse any one of these flip effect monsters. We play in total staggering 17 Dark Attribute and 9 Light Attribute monster cards, one of which is 1 copy of Reflect Bounder, 1 Airknight Parshath, and 1 copy of Jingo. For our non-light or dark attributes, I play, aside from the earlier mentioned Morphing Jar, the 1 Tribe-Infecting Virus, and the searchable, that is via Sangan or Last Will, copy of Sinister Serpent. Metamorphosis has several applications in this build. Among other things, it triggers Last Will to search us any one of our smaller monsters. Metamorphosis can access in this build Thousand Eyes Restrict easily when applying it on Magician of Faith, Magical Merchant, or Sinister Serpent. The remainder is all about useful staple spells and trap cards. 1 Premature Burial, 1 Snatch Steal, Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy Storm, the Trinity, Pot of Greed, Graceful Charity, and Delinquent Duo. 1 Sakuretsu Armor and Court of the Haunted, Ring of Destruction, and Mirror Force. No Torrential Tribute in this build, as we have enough ways to nuke all monster cards, considering how easy it is in this deck to access and utilize a Cyber Jar several times in the duration of a duel. That's it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and until next time, your Retro Expert signing out.